Welcome, everyone, to, what is it, the 31st of March, 2016, for another episode of Face for Radio. I'm Andrew Latham, your host, and we have a co-host today, Johnny Quintana.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Johnny? How you been?
I'm good.
It's been a while.
It has been a long time.
4 years?
4 years, yeah. So we used to live together.
Yeah, we were roommates in 2011 and 2012.
Yeah.
Fall of 2011 to spring of 2012.
Yeah. It was
good times.
It was good times. It's weird that you have this show, Face for Radio, because you're one handsome, good-looking
Thank
guy.
you. I know.
Yeah.
That's why I always text girls like 3 in the morning when they won't text back. I always text them and say, you don't know what you're missing out.
Yeah. Because you make me look like a pig, and I'm one hot boss. You know what I mean?
You are. You're good looking, but
you
also very ugly.
Yeah. So I don't know why you're doing. I think you should have a picture of your logo.
Well, we do. We have some logos.
Okay.
I'll show you later.
That is true.
But introduce yourself, John. Tell the people about yourself.
So I'm Johnny Quintana. Like we said, I lived with Andrew around four years ago, and I moved to Provo after graduating college from Texas with an English degree, and Texas sucked. Well, it doesn't suck, but it just hadn't had anything to offer me. I felt like I just needed to spread my wings a little bit.
Where are you from? Amarillo?
Amarillo,
okay.
Yeah, Amarillo, Texas. And so one of my best buddies lived up here, and he was like, "You're not living with me if you're moving up here." And so I got put with Andrew at the time, and been living here ever since. And it's been fun, but I think Provo it's different.
It's an interesting place.
Yeah.
We'll have to have some more in the show. On the show, some more. Do you like the studio, by the way?
Yeah, I love.
This is professional quality.
I love your nerdy key.
My key stand.
Key stand.
Did you see the guns though?
The guns were incredible.
Do they make up for it?
Yeah, they do actually.
Awesome.
You're a man now with the beard. You could provide a small army for ISIS or something like that.
ISIS has some good ideas, but
let's not go there.
Yeah, we don't need to get into that. That's not today's topic.
Yeah.
All right. So, and what do you do for work, Johnny?
Yeah. So I co-founded a business called Torch Paddles around 3 years ago, and we make the first 24-hour paddle. So that it has lights in the and set in the blade.
Mm-hmm.
You go night paddling, which is a totally different experience. It's something that people have always done, but just haven't really evolutioned, or I guess the evolution of it hasn't really came out. And so you can see fish and all kinds of stuff underneath the water that you wouldn't be able to see during the day because of the reflection. So it's really cool. Started that about 3 years ago, and it's been a wild ride.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into that more later. Cool. But everyone, all 4 of you listening to the show, and 3 of you are just quitting right now, welcome Johnny to the show.
Thank you.
We'll get some sound effects eventually, but we do have some news today. A great story out of Alaska. We're going to talk to Johnny about torch paddles. Johnny also was involved with several videos with one Mr. Tramp, or Super Tramp. I'm not sure what his last name is. Devin Super Tramp, I believe, is his full name. But we'll talk to John a little bit about that, and torch paddles, and something very special at the end. So let's just get into this news. I saw this morning on KSL. Headline reads, First graders plotted to poison classmate in Alaska. First graders. What's that, 6, 7 years old? Let's see. So I'll read a little bit of it. Some first graders plan to poison another child, but thanks to other students who spoke up, everyone is safe. 2 students reported the plot, stopping it before it got off the ground, according to a letter to parents from that school's principal. They shared that 3 students in the class were planning on using the Silica Gel packets, they're not actually poison, is what it says, from their lunchtime seaweed to poison and kill another student. Lunchtime seaweed.
That's heavy.
You should probably want to kill themselves if you're going to have lunchtime seaweed. But, first graders, it's a little young to be plotting to kill your classmates.
It says it's silica gel.
Yeah, it's those little packets that get in like shoes or whatever that absorb moisture.
Yeah. And
they're going to pour it in the, seaweed? I guess they'd put it in their milk or something.
That's the worst news I've ever heard in my life. And it's just coming from, first graders.
Yeah.
I feel like high school, that would be the age.
Yeah.
I hate.
Well, they'll get guns in high school, and that's how they'll kill each other.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah. I mean, but smarter people will be like,
that's true.
I'm gonna, rice in them or something like that.
Yeah. Silica gel, but apparently, I mean, you don't want to get that call from the principal. That's not a call you want to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
you be the principal, and I'll be the parent.
The parent
of one of the teachers. Why don't you give me a call?
All right. Bring. This is.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. This is Principal Thomas.
Hey, Principal. How's it going?
It's good. It's well.
How's little Cathy doing?
Yeah, little Cathy.
Honor roll.
Honor roll.
100% A's. That's how I raised her.
Yeah, 100% A's. She
awesome.
does
awesome.
She does eat a lot during the cafeteria.
Well,
time.
she's got a healthy appetite.
Yeah.
She loves that seaweed.
She loves the kale and the seaweed. And
she's half Japanese.
Oh, okay.
I got her mom pregnant in Okinawa when I was Marine and brought her home. And what can I say? Half Japanese, half American. That's a solid.
She's a real devil.
What? No, she's an angel.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Did she not have perfect attendance this semester? Was that what this calls for?
Perfect attendance. She did.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good. Well, she is only 7. It's not like she's going to go anywhere.
Well, right. I mean, she might go to jail, actually.
Jail?
Yeah, so...
What, like perfect student jail?
Perfect student jail.
Ah.
Yes.
This is an interesting phone call. I'm confused as to why...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm laughing right now. It's very serious.
Then why, that would be that's irresponsible. Principal Thomas.
So little Cathy, little Japanese Cathy.
Yeah, that's what I call her too.
Yeah, apparently she had some sort of rage against another student.
Well, she is half me. She's passionate. I call it passionate, not rage. Passion. That's what I call it. But
passion.
Hey.
Yeah. So you
apples to oranges.
Yeah. I mean, you win some and you lose some kind of thing, or
we always win.
Yeah.
By any means necessary. That's what I tell her every day before she goes to school. I say, whatever you have to do to conquer your enemy, like we learned in the Marines.
Yeah,
that's what I tell her.
Like putting silica gel in another student's drink.
I mean,
I've never going to that extent, or
I've never said those words exactly. But did something happen at school today?
Yeah. So she did, in fact, put silica gel in little Tommy's.
Really, Tommy?
Drink. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean that's awful. I'm gonna have to talk with Cathy. Now there wasn't anyone else involved, was there? Just Cathy.
Just Cathy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's weird. I'm really.
She didn't drop any names like Dad. She didn't say anything about me, did she?
She didn't say anything about.
Oh, okay,
you.
good.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, but her mom.
Well, her mom doesn't speak English, so.
Yeah. I don't. That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kid might die, and you might.
What do you mean might?
Yeah. So this is a real big. It's a real big.
I told her to put in enough. I mean, what I meant to say is I told her specifically to not put silica gel in Tommy's.
Yeah.
Tommy's his name.
Yeah.
In young Thomas's
drink.
Yeah. Well, chocolate milk is what we didn't talk about. We did not. Talk about that.
I'd rather her put rum in it instead of the silica poison gel.
That would calm the terrors.
Because
That's my.
This is a real cordial conversation that I'm having. I'm actually furious.
Okay, well I'm a veteran, so I don't want you talking to me like that.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry about that.
You're damn right. You're sorry. End scene.
It's like the most calm.
Yeah. What kind of call? What do you say?
I don't know.
Your child is attempted murder.
Yeah, is a terrorist, and
well, I guess I wonder what you would. What's the punishment for that?
I don't know.
No more snack time.
Youth prison, or something.
7's a little young.
7 is just a couple spankings and 5.
Yeah, I don't know what they do in Alaska.
Yeah,
for punishment.
You know what I think they do is they'll go on a lake or the ocean.
Yeah, and
they'll cut off like a piece of ice
and let her float away on it.
Float away.
Isn't
that what how they treat old people in
I think so.
Yeah.
That's how they should, at least.
Yeah. And so I think that's what they're going to do to her.
I know in Texas she'd probably get a whooping, as I imagine. Is what the terminology they use down there.
A whooping is what she would get. Yeah. She would. Her ass would be raw, if you know what I mean.
It's kind of weird to say about a 7-year-old, but
well,
oh, that is wrong. Oh. God, I can't believe I said that.
Yeah, why? By her dad.
Yeah,
of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I remember I heard in Texas a while back, some like judge like got caught whooping on his daughter with a belt, and he got fired. I can't remember. But
it's ridiculous because I was really traditional.
Yeah, that's why I remember you talking about that. Yeah,
my dad did not care about that. He's just like, you did this wrong, and you're gonna pay.
Time for some consequences.
Yeah, but I love you.
Right.
While beating the heck out of you.
Yeah, he tells you that.
Yeah.
So you get these mixed messages.
Yeah, that's why I'm emotionally damaged today.
Right. That's why you only can date women who abuse you emotionally.
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You're a pro at this.
Yeah. If there's anyone who has experience with that kind of stuff, it's this guy right here.
Yeah. Well, I'll get some tips from you after.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll go into that. I'll help you out.
Thank you.
One part you need to understand when dating a woman is that you're not actually dating her. You're dating all of her friends and family. Because her opinion of you is not important. It's her friend's opinion of you that's important to her. So her feelings towards you don't matter. It's what her friends think. So next time, when you go on a date with a girl, make sure you learn everything you can about her friends.
Yeah.
Because those are the people you have to appeal to.
That makes sense. I always thought it was, since I'm not going to be spending the rest of my life with her friends, I shouldn't care about them.
Right, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But you got to remember who the enemy is. They don't...
You're right.
Their brain doesn't operate on that kind of level,
Yeah.
So
I totally get it now.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
If there's anyone that knows about lasting, strong relationships, it's this guy right here. Yeah. I'm pointing to myself.
You're pointing to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, there's one piece of advice. I hope that helps you in the future.
Yeah, it does. It does actually help.
And if you have first graders in Alaska, keep them away from that silica gel, because or else they will attempt to poison a student. You got to wonder though, who was the person they tried to poison? Like, did they deserve it?
I wonder if it was a young boy or if it was, a lot of girls.
I bet it was girls plotting against another girl. Boys just hit you. Like they don't plot to kill you.
Yeah, girls actually attack you emotionally, call you names.
Yeah.
Boys don't care. They'll just sock you one.
Right. Yeah. Right. So I feel like poisoning also seems like a woman move. Like I don't know many guys that poison.
Yeah. I would just throw a soccer ball at somebody.
Right, exactly. You don't plot. You just do.
Yeah.
You use your doing brain, not your thinking brain.
Exactly.
Right.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hear that. Well, everyone, keep your 7-year-olds at home, tighten your arms and check their lunch boxes for some silica gel. They
shouldn't be allowed to have like iPads and stuff like that. This is why they're plotting.
It's true. They're watching Breaking Bad on their iPads. They're 7 years old. That's too young.
That is way too young. Yeah.
They should be watching we watched Power Rangers, Rugrats, Busy World of Richard Scarry,
Boy Meets World. Stuff that actually
it taught you something.
It taught you something about life.
Rugrats taught me
to hate girls. Angelica. Yeah.
Angelica, and then you couldn't tell which twin was which.
Yeah.
Phil and Lil. Hey Arnold was good.
It was it was good. He was such a humble dude.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, so the cartoons that we watched taught you a lot of.
I don't know what kids are watching nowadays.
I don't know either, but apparently it's not good.
A lot of whipping and nay-naying from what I understand.
I mean, we didn't have access to Netflix, so we couldn't watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, what did we do?
Played outside. That's what we did.
Played Pokemon.
Yeah. I didn't play Pokemon.
Okay, well, you weren't cool like me, like I was.
You're right.
I was a Pokemon master. I don't mean to
I just played outside.
Brag.
Rode my bike like a normal child.
Yeah, I don't think kids ride bikes anymore.
I don't. They have carpal tunnel because they're texting.
Because they're texting too much.
Oh.
Sons of bitches.
Little ones. Though.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? All right, so guys, let's talk about the poll that we had, which is more annoying. Some of you attempted to add extra options. I'm looking at you, Mr. Type 1 Diabetes, with your little cyborg pump machine on your hip, keeping you alive. Knock it off. Well, it was pretty good. But the true options this one time were people, which is more annoying, people who talk about not being on Facebook or people on Facebook. And by a huge margin, people who talk about not being on Facebook are more annoying. And I have to agree with that. I think that is 100% correct. Have you met these people before, Johnny?
The people that actually don't have Facebook?
Yeah. Well, they don't have Facebook, but then they also don't talk. They also talk a lot about how they're not on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with people that aren't on Facebook. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
What bothers me is people who aren't on Facebook and then talk about not being on Facebook.
Just get on Facebook.
Yeah, and I like Facebook. I don't understand what's so wrong about Facebook.
Nothing is wrong about Facebook. I have to agree with that because obviously you're not annoying on Facebook.
That's true. Maybe sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I should start calling you the Godfather of the Facebook.
You should.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually in a couple weeks, guys. I'm getting it ready right now, but we're going to have a how-to on how to properly use Facebook. I know a lot of you ladies, especially all one of you listening right now, have a hard time with Facebook. What with Brittany thinking she's hot stuff, taking Brockton out, and taking your man, and you'll delete Facebook from time to time. And then I can't look at your pictures at 3 a.m. and feel real bad about myself. And I miss that. I need that kind of negative emotions in my life to keep myself stable.
Yeah.
It's like alcohol.
Yeah.
It's a downer.
You got to have it.
It pushes it down.
Yeah.
You jam it deep down.
And it doesn't really...
by stalking you at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I like your photo on accident, and then I got to quickly unlike it and hope that the notification goes away. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I do.
You do?
No, I do. Maybe not at 3 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't sleep, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've met people who talk about not being on Facebook, and I wish they would also just overall not talk.
Yeah, I have run across those people, and they are annoying because, you create an event that you want everybody to go to, and then you see this person during that week, and you're like, are you going to this thing?
Right.
And they're like, I don't know. I didn't know anything about it, because it's just the way that people transition into not actually calling the person and be like, hey, we're going to this thing tonight.
Right.
It's done through Facebook.
Yeah. It's easier.
Yeah, exactly. It is easier, and you should utilize that. And so you have to tell them where it is, what time, who's all going to be there, because they're going to know who's going to be there.
Yeah, we'll just come up, and then you'll find out.
But then you're like, oh, well, just look on Facebook, and they're like, I'm not on Facebook, and then it just gets real annoying.
Yeah, you can't be their friend anymore.
You can't.
That's really what happens.
Then you don't invite them to stuff at all. And even when you do see them, you're like,
yeah, I'm not even going to go through this hassle of being your friend anymore. Don't worry about it.
Okay. It's just, it gets annoying. I totally agree with the people on this poll.
Yeah.
That we shouldn't.
They're annoying.
They are very annoying.
We can agree on people who talk about not being on Facebook being annoying. If you don't want to be on Facebook, I take no issue with that. But while you're not on Facebook, also don't talk about not being on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm not on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't talk about not being on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm considerate.
You are considerate.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You're right.
Yes, I am. I'm always right. That's why I started this, so I can push my opinions on people.
Yeah.
Let's get into the... so speaking of transitions, I keep forgetting to do transitions, but just like Caitlyn Jenner to Bruce Jenner, let's get over onto this Dealbreakers. Let's transition over to this Dealbreakers thing. This is a new one I tried out. Instead of a would you rather, I mean it's still a would you rather, but we're going to call it Dealbreakers for the moment. But these are questions that I'm saying a lot. I need to work on that. I'm saying too. Now I'm all self-conscious. What this is freak. I just said it again.
It's okay. You got it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I need this positive reinforcement.
Yeah, you're right.
But Dealbreakers is exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to give you two options, and in a romantic partner, you have to choose which one would be the one to make you break it off. And again, we have a cyborg who lives with a box on his hip, adding other options. But this one was pretty good. But the real options were someone who puts the toilet paper hanging over behind the roll instead of the front of it, and someone who eats their peas one at a time. And the correct answer for this one is the toilet paper one.
That's the correct answer?
Yeah. I don't eat a lot of peas.
I don't either, but that is very annoying.
It is annoying.
So,
but that's easily solved because you just stop eating peas.
Yeah.
You going to stop using toilet paper?
I mean, I can use my left hand because that's, Well,
that's how they used to do it.
Yeah. But no, I will not stop using toilet paper.
Right.
Yeah.
So, when they put it behind, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's just being lazy.
Yeah.
It's like after the toilet paper roll is gone, and then they just take another roll, and they put it on top of the empty roll.
Maybe they're doing it on purpose. Did you ever think about that?
Like they're being passive-aggressive?
Yeah. You just got in an argument,
Well, I've never been involved in this sort of situation,
yeah.
but I mean, that could be.
Yeah, I mean, you just got in an argument about eating their peas.
Eating their peas.
And then they're like, you know what? How I'm going to get to them? I am going to take I'm going to take 18 squares off the toilet paper and flip it around.
Yeah.
That could be
it, I guess.
Passive-aggressive way, but eating the peas individually...
That is pretty annoying.
I'd probably vote. But the correct answer would be the toilet paper.
Yeah. Because the pea one, you can solve that by just not eating peas.
Yeah.
Peas aren't that good anyways.
I hate peas.
Yeah, why would you want to date someone who eats peas anyways?
Yeah.
There's 1,000 other vegetables.
Yeah, and if you're going to eat it individually, just put it in your mashed potatoes, and you can have 18 of them in one bite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, they're going to get cold if you eat them one at a time.
Yeah.
And who eats cold peas?
No one.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
This is actually a really easy question. I can't... Who are these people that... You people that voted with the peas. You sicken me. Disgusting. But please, if you put your toilet paper behind it, fix it. That's wrong. That's not how it's supposed to be. Okay? Guys?
And manners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is a relationship supposed to work if you can't get something small like that right?
Yeah. Just don't leave the toilet seat down.
Yeah.
There you do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
Fight their childish behavior with more childish behavior.
Exactly.
Or
take the batteries out of the remote so they can't use the remote.
Or delete their Instagram account.
That's it went from things.
We went from 0 to 100 real quick, didn't we?
Yeah. Delete set their car on fire.
Yeah.
Kill
their family. God, it's dark.
You're sick.
I'm getting... It's a dark show today.
Do you talk to the 7-year-old girl that tried to poison her kid? Did you give her some advice? Maybe
no.
she listens to this radio.
She might.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank little Cathy for subscribing and listening. But what else? What are some other passive-aggressive ways you can get at people? Because people... this is what... I've said this before, but I swear... You remember when in 3rd grade and... you'd get in 3rd grade and you'd act up and they'd say, hey, you're not 2nd graders anymore. You don't act like that. You're in 3rd grade now.
Yeah.
And then they kept doing it all in the high school. Like, when you get in the real world, you can't do this.
It's ridiculous.
And now I'm 28.
Yeah.
And people are still children.
Yeah.
There's no adults. I'm the only adult.
You are.
I don't meet... what's wrong with people?
I don't know, man.
Have you seen this? Well, a lot of people... You're 27, right?
Yeah, I'm 27. It's weird because when... Like the example you just gave, from 2nd grade to 3rd grade, there's no difference between there.
Right, exactly.
There's really not a whole lot. I mean, you may have gained, I don't know.
I don't know how much kids grow, but...
Me either. But it's weird. And another passive-aggressive thing that you could do is leave the chips open, which my roommates do all the time.
Get them stale.
Or the cereal box.
Ooh.
Or something like that. But you could totally get them. Or leave the
milk out. Oh, stove on.
The milk out. Yeah. If you're living with somebody, a girl, you're married to some... I don't know, because I'm not married.
Right, me neither.
I'm single. Ladies.
I only hear... Yeah, Johnny's single. That's about it. We'll try and sell you later.
Thanks, man.
He's got long hair. I hear ladies like that. Do you ever... do you do the man bun? Some people like that.
I have to, man.
You do?
Yeah, because it gets in my face while I'm eating, and that can't happen.
Well... I'm not a big fan of that, but
I know.
It's you, so I'll let it... You're wearing a deep V, too, so... Actually, if I saw you on the street, we would not be friends.
You just profiled me just now, you profiled my whole body.
Yeah, let me see your shoes, too.
I know.
Oh, and you have... Oh, and those are your socks, okay.
Yeah, those are my socks.
Well, I mean, the ladies like that. They don't like this. I dress like a 14-year-old.
You know what, man?
I look good, though, don't I?
You do look good.
You look good, too.
With the beard.
Thank you. That's what I got.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now, we just derailed.
We did.
Very far away.
Yeah.
We went from...
Passive-aggressive.
Yeah.
Which is derailing from what we were talking about. Let's get into something interesting, Johnny, which is you. How'd you guys like that transition? Johnny has actually lived a pretty interesting life for his 27 years. So let's talk a little about Devin Supertramp. I remember in 2012 you filmed that it was the arch swing. Right?
Yeah.
When was that in 2012?
That was oh my gosh, that had to be in November.
Of 2012?
Yeah.
Okay.
November 2012. It was weird. I just started getting into rock climbing and stuff like that. Met the right people.
Okay.
But we're good friends with Lindsey Striling.
Really?
She's the violinist.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Everybody knows who she is.
She seems really annoying, but I bet she's really cool.
She is the nicest person of all time. I think it's her the way that she dances, and
that's probably what's very annoying.
It's weird how on stage you can be a completely different person, and then in real life she's just like
like when I go on a date.
Yeah,
like I'm not myself.
You're not yourself.
I can't be.
You can't. Yeah, you have to one up your own self.
Yeah. I say, Andrew, don't say that.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to hear that. Talk about things normal people talk about. So how did you get to meet Lindsey Striling?
Lindsey Striling was just so the group that I was hanging out with, she was just really good friends with them.
Oh.
So we would go canyoneering together, we'd rock climb together and stuff like that.
Oh, she does that.
Yeah.
Does she live here?
She's on tour right now. So she has family here.
Oh.
Yeah. But
she's single?
I think she's single, yeah.
Oh, well then. Hook a brother up.
I'm going
to tell her, hey, can you knock it off with the dancing? Concentrate on the violining.
You will be a much better performer if you can dance. Yeah. She would probably take advice from you.
She should. I have a podcast. She doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. And goes around the world dancing like.
Who does that? Who makes millions of dollars? Doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Besides her.
Yeah.
It's just her.
I'm gonna hook you up.
Thanks, man.
Actually,
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I need someone that's successful to that I can piggyback the rest of my life.
Yeah, so. She's the sugar mama.
Sugar mama.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
So she was good friends with us, and she was actually dating Devin Graham at the time.
Who's that?
Devin Supertramp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. His last name is not actually.
Oh, it's not Supertramp.
Yeah, I mean that would be kind of weird.
He should change it. Supertramp's a way cooler name than Graham.
Yeah. So,
well, I'm sorry to hear about that, Devin. That really sucks.
So,
and good for you, Lindsey, because now.
Yeah. So they were actually dating at the time, and she was like, "Hey, I know some friends that are doing this really cool thing at this arch swing, or this arch, Corona Arch in Moab.
Yeah.
And it should be really good for your show." And this is before Devin was even his, Devin. Now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He only had. I mean, I'm not saying he only had, but. He had 100,000 followers, 200,000 followers.
Oh. What's he got now? A couple million?
Yeah,
something like that.
Several million, yeah.
Wow.
And so he was like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome. This is what I'm gonna start going into." He started wanting to do more outdoor, extreme things, like he's doing now. And so he, we went to Moab, set up the swing, and filmed the first day, and then came back a couple of months. The second day, or the second time we filmed was in a couple of months, and so we released that in 2012.
I think it was 2012.
February, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was my first video that we did.
How many have you done since then with him?
Oh man,
a lot, huh?
A lot, yeah. It's been awesome. It's been a journey. It's just been the best time,
What's besides the Corona Arch one? What's been one of the more, I guess, fun or memorable? I'm pretty sure they're all super fun and memorable. But which one has been your favorite after?
My favorite one it was actually recently a few months ago. We went to Canada, BC. It was the most gorgeous place I've ever been.
Yeah.
And there's a drainage pipe that is a good 45 degree angle. Yeah, I mean, and so we took, it's like a drainage pipe, the water keeps draining out, and
as a drainage pipe tends to do.
As a drainage pipe tends to do, releases in the ocean. It's really fun.
Yeah.
We take kayaks down, and I mean, you get to go up to 30, 40 miles an hour.
No way.
Yeah, and you hit the water, and you fly up 20 feet in the air.
Man.
So that was, and it was for our company that we did. So
for Coach Battles.
Yeah, so that was probably more memorable things because this is the dumbest thing that I've probably ever done, like literally. So yeah,
nice.
That was fun, and then we got to recently around Thanksgiving, we got to set up a table over this canyon that is right around 500 feet of exposure, and we got to eat Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, I saw a picture on Facebook about that.
Yeah, so that was probably the scariest
video
that I've ever been a part of. Yeah,
I imagine.
Just because you had to line yourself out there like a Marine.
Wow.
And sit on this table, this rickety table that we found in the middle of the road kind of thing.
I'm not kidding. Even buy it? You just
no, we didn't. No, yeah. So it was like rusty.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah, and we were all nervous. We were all scared.
Yeah.
And I've never had. I'm going to be real with everyone right now, but
be real.
I've never had fear poops before.
Did you have fear poops that day?
I had fear poops.
Really?
That day. Yeah. Like as soon as I got off,
you had to go.
I had to go because I was so scared.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was weird. Everybody.
So how scared do you have to be to get scared poops? Before that time, what was the next scariest thing? Was the Corona Arch thing scary at all? Or was that just super
It was more
exciting?
of adrenaline rush than anything,
But you weren't worried about...
I wasn't worried about safety.
Yeah.
Everything was backed up. I mean, we've already got things so many times.
Yeah.
And, but this one, you always go through your head like, I'm gonna die. Like this is happening, and that's when you get the fear poops.
Oh,
because it's not like we did this before. Like
right,
we did a Thanksgiving dinner, over a canyon before.
Had you bought a table that you were more certain of its structural integrity?
No,
it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't even matter because the ropes that we were using, we were just using old rope to tie this table to. I mean, we were all leashed in, but still, like, there's just that chance of something.
Sounds
happening.
Like you really prepared.
Yeah,
old ropes, trashy table you found on the side of the road.
It was and anytime it would just ding or something would just rick it, all of us would just be calm because we were just like.
Did you eat the whole meal while you were at the table?
Yeah, I mean we were more nervous eating kind of thing, so we were rushing it and stuff. We stayed on there for like 2 hours.
Seriously?
Yeah, and then going back was one of the scariest.
I bet that would be exhilarating.
Yeah,
it was scary.
Yeah, it was dumb, Andrew.
Well, that's cool, man. That you get to do dumb stuff. Kinda. I mean,
is it cool though?
It's kind of cool.
You
get to tell stories, right?
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
I don't have. Well, my stories are like super embarrassing and stupid. Like yours are cool.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
The scary poops.
Yeah, that's more embarrassing.
I remember that story you told me about when you went to Havasu, and you found that guy in that car. Remember that?
Mm-mm.
Was it Havasu? Was it the Grand Canyon? You found like a dead dude in a car. Like there was a dude and his head was all snapped back or something.
Oh,
was it in a car? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, his head was on the other. Yeah,
it was like turned around.
It was turned around. Yeah,
that's pretty scary.
That was oh my gosh,
that's a different kind of scary.
How do you remember that?
I have a good memory, man.
That is crazy. It's weird. It's weird that I don't even remember that. And
well, it's a good thing that I remember it.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that now.
Let's not talk. That's a real doubt.
But anyways, that's a scary thing. But you see, I mean, you've lived an interesting.
It's been
life.
I'm truly blessed. Like,
yeah,
I really am. Yeah, and I'm blessed that I got the opportunities that I've gotten.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So
tell next time you see Devin though, just tell him you heard from a successful podcaster.
Yeah.
With all 3 subscribers.
Yeah.
And nobody listens to the show. Have him change his music up a little bit. Just
there's been a lot of comments about that, and it's weird because our office, I'm directly across from him.
Really?
So, yeah, so I see him every day. If he's not traveling, I see him every day.
Nice.
So, and I will tell him that.
Throw in some metal,
Yeah, some hard rock, like
just something good.
Screamo.
No, Screamo. Don't call it Screamo.
Okay.
It's not Screamo.
What is it?
It's heavy metal.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll. Yeah, let him know.
I'll let him know.
Say, Devin, I got this friend. He knows what he's doing better than you. He needs Lindsey Sterling's number.
First of all, that's
number one.
Is Lindsey
are you over her yet? Can I?
Yeah, I think he's actually getting married to another girl.
Really?
Soon,
congrats, Devin.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's even better.
Yeah, they're probably listening to this right now.
Thanks, Devin. What's going on, bud?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if if he proposed yet. I think he's going to.
Should we be talking about this if it hasn't happened?
Sure. He's in Easter Island right now, so he's having the dream life.
Man, that place is pretty cool.
Have you been?
No.
Oh, okay.
It looks cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be, though.
It's just a bunch of stones coming out of it.
Yeah, it's a place to go.
Yeah.
I'm not one for travel.
Yeah.
My job has ruined your
travel experience.
Yeah, because, well, that's a whole nother episode, but that's cool. Yeah. Have there been if there any other, when you think of your time doing these videos with Mr. Tramp, are there any other ones that come right to mind if people ask you questions? You're like, oh, I did these 3 things.
Yeah.
Is there another one?
Well, the arch swing is one of the more successful ones. The canyon swing is another one, and he gets. There's just we did a roller coaster, like a snow roller coaster. So we made this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Where'd you do that at?
That was up in the
Uintas?
Uintas, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so it was obviously a lot of snow, but we made our own track. It was super long. It had, ramps and stuff, and we got to zip line and then release ourselves and then start sledding down. So
so you got some speed.
Oh yeah. So that was a lot of fun, and the Mad Max shoot was a lot of fun.
I think I saw that was where you guys were shooting paintballs and like.
It was a Mad Max theme.
Yeah, they were
for the video game.
Oh.
Yeah, so like Warner Brothers gave us a huge budget, and we fabricated these cars, and there was a whole movie set there that did our makeup every morning.
Wow.
And it was nuts. Like, so that was a cool experience, getting to be a part of that.
And you're still single.
Yeah.
You should lead with this. You should have these videos up on your phone being like, hey, girl.
Yeah.
You want to see something cool? And you'd be like, this is me.
This is me.
Can you see yourself in these videos? Is it pretty easy or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there's.
This is ridiculous. It's insane that you're single.
No, man. I'm very short. So
if I knew any women that weren't married, then I would.
Well, then if they didn't want to date you first, obviously.
Which is. Yeah. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
Is them not wanting to date me. I would, set you up. I'll keep them in mind.
Thank you. Appreciate that. They just have to be 5'5" or
5'5" or shorter.
Shorter, yeah.
Okay. You won't date girls that are taller than you, or is it that they won't date you?
Both.
More. Yeah, I'm pushing 5'7". I'm 5'7" right when I wake up.
That's around average though, isn't it? Like 5'8"?
No, it's like 5'9".
Oh, is the average height? That's depressing.
I have to make up for it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's I just haven't, and I'm busy with work. And
You're a busy man.
I really am.
Great transition. Let's talk about work.
Yeah.
So So Torch Paddles came out from about 3 years ago. Is what
3
you
years
said.
ago, yeah.
So tell me about that.
So we started 3 years ago. We basically were just paddling around in Park City, and we were
over at Deer Creek. Strawberry Reservoir.
No, it was just in a local neighborhood lake.
Oh, really?
It was a good size, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was really nice. And,
it's rich people; they can build their own lake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
richos.
So we were I was actually stand-up paddling for the first time.
Yeah.
And we were just out in the middle of the night, using the moonlight just to shine everywhere we went. It was really cool. And Creighton, one of my buddies.
I know Creighton.
Creighton, yeah.
He's a good dude.
He is a dude. Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
He's a crazy guy.
I like how he's a good dude, and you go, yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Yeah, throw it in now real quick so Creighton doesn't give you crap later.
Yeah, Creighton's my best friend.
Yeah.
And I can say whatever I want.
Right, of course.
Yeah. But I love him.
Good.
And mute that.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know what? Why doesn't my paddle have a light on it? Because we were trying to chase these fish around that we could see through the lake.
Yeah.
And so Buck and I looked at each other.
I mean, that's a great idea.
It's a weird idea because you're putting two hard goods together, and it's like that's already been thought of.
Well, that's the funny thing is you think people have thought of that.
Yeah.
But they probably haven't.
Yeah.
And if they did, they didn't pursue it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of good ideas too. I mean, they're not that good.
But you need to get on this.
Check this out real quick. Let's just deviate.
Okay.
You know how chicks love cupcakes?
Yeah.
And they love like guacamole for whatever reason?
Uh-huh.
Guacamole's good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if you call it they call it guac, which is...
I don't like that.
Yeah.
It sounds disgusting.
I hate that.
It's like moist.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Or damp.
Damp is another one.
Damp's not as bad as moist, though.
Yeah. Moist is pretty disgusting.
Moist is gross.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I was thinking about, those cupcake shops. You charge chicks like $2 a pop for this cupcake.
Yeah.
And they go crazy. All the single girls get together on a Friday night and pretend they're happy by buying expensive cupcakes. Mm-hmm. They're not. But they fill that void with cupcakes. Check this out. The Guava Cake. It's a corn muffin cupcake with guacamole frosting.
Whoa.
It's like a savory cupcake.
Wait, you're talking about a cake that has guacamole smothered all over it?
Yeah. Well, it's not like sweet cake. It's corn muffin.
It's a corn muffin where it's
like a savory, like a dinner cupcake.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
It's a good idea, right?
It's
not that good.
It's kind of weird, but
yeah, but kitschy stuff sells here, at least in Provo. You could like be only on Friday nights. We're gonna sell this thing that won't sell every other day of the week, and you get like some hot chick on Instagram to be like, "Oh, I love guava cake, whatever." I'll get Lindsey Striling to do it.
You will when you're dating her.
Yeah, I'll be like, Lindsey, sweetheart, come on,
sweetheart,
write a song about it too with your violin.
That would be the best ideas.
I got it.
Yeah.
I have an idea factory.
Yeah.
Podcast is great.
I
got 1.5 subscribers.
Yeah.
They love it.
You know what? I'm the 6th subscriber.
6th subscriber. All right. Good.
So
We're up.
Good.
400%.
That is good. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, what were we talking about?
Just the.
Oh yeah. So you turned to your buddy and you said, or no, Creighton said, "Why doesn't it light up?" You turned to your buddy and.
Yeah. So we were like, "That's a great idea."
Yeah.
Kind of thing, and. We immediately got off the water. We went into his house and his rich house that he built that lake. The rich man built the lake.
Yeah.
And we immediately Googled it. We didn't find anything.
Yeah.
And then we were like, well, I'm sure it's patented, and we have to do that research. So we took around 2 weeks to do that patent research. And the only thing that came close to it was a reflector on like a kayak or something like that you just stick to a kayak.
Oh, okay.
That was written in the patent, so we were like, this is easy.
Yeah.
So let's just start developing this thing and start. So we worked for the next 6 months until like around 2 p.m. every day.
Really?
I was a dirtbag, so I didn't have much overhead.
Yeah.
The only thing I had to pay for was rent. And rent is so cheap in Provo.
Oh yeah, it's way cheap out here.
Yeah, so I was living the life at that time, just paying my rent and that's it, kind of thing. And so I had time and I had money, I guess, to develop
to put into this.
Yeah, R&D and stuff like that. So we immediately came up with the Kickstarter, got funded, and then it took us about a year to make our product, and we just sold our first product last year. So we've been selling for a full year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it direct to order, or do you sell to?
We sell to like
retail shops.
Retail shops. We got into Sports Authority.
Oh, nice.
Which filed for Chapter 11.
Great.
Like I just found this out a couple of days ago.
Oh,
that was fun.
My dad knows about that. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't help you, but
okay.
I could ask him about it.
Great. Thanks.
If you're listening, Niall, what's going on?
So they which is okay. I mean, I think they've done this. Sports Authority has done this like 3 or 4
Well,
times.
Chapter 11 doesn't mean that they're going out of business.
They're restructuring.
Yeah, restructuring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They've done this like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So, but they're
well. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
When you file for bankruptcy like multiple times, that means
that it's not working.
That means we're doing great.
Yeah.
I think Chapter 7 is the one where you dissolve your assets.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, they closed down like 400 and something stores. So I just learned.
Well, Amazon, I mean, is killing. Yeah. Killing all that stuff.
Exactly. So we're selling to retail shops. That's how we wanted. So we bought an RV. We took like 4 months and we traveled the country.
I saw for a while you guys went to a bunch of outdoor retail shows and were pitching at them.
Yeah, and we've at first we took a Cali trip. We went from like Seattle to San Diego.
Yeah.
And that took around a month. And we went door to door. And the first shop that we went into, they were like to show us, show them our product. They were like, "This is dumb." They were like, "This is never gonna work." And so our first shop that we went into, we were so excited, thinking that people were just gonna buy it.
And they
shut
you down.
They shut us down. Well, that went on for about a month.
Yeah.
Rejection. And that's what's gonna happen.
I'm used to that.
Yeah, and so am I. So obviously,
right?
Yeah. So when we were doing a bunch of retail, like we went to outdoor retail show and stuff like that, and we kind of made a brand of ourselves, and we made something that people wanted, So it was a demand now. It's a demand to have our paddles now in the industry, which is good.
Yeah.
And we worked really hard at doing it. By doing door-to-door sales, so traveling and stuff like that.
Well, you got to put in, this reminds me of Ronnie Barrett. He designed the Barrett 50 caliber anti-personnel rifle.
Yeah.
When he thought of that, everyone said, it's already been invented.
Yeah.
And he looked and he goes, no, it hasn't.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And now, a Barrett rifle is... They sell for $13,000, but they can't keep. Even though it's a $13,000 rifle,
they can't keep them in.
It can't get. It's a 6-month waiting period.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and that's what we're doing in the industry right now.
Yeah.
Because stand up paddling is huge now.
It's really killing.
So we kind of jumped in at the right time.
That's good.
But we've been doing it for selling product for about a year and a few months. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's going really well. We have an office downtown Provo.
Oh.
So we're doing good.
Good.
Yeah, and I've never thought I was going to be a business owner at all.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you look like one.
Do I really?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I was like,
you look like a hippie.
Oh, thanks.
but that's good.
Yeah. It's been fun. It's taken me to different. We traveled like 45 states and 4 different countries last year.
Oh, where'd you go? What country did you go to last year?
We went to Canada. We went to the Bahamas. We went to Mexico. Where else did we go? Did I say Mexico?
Yeah, you said Mexico.
Okay, so is that 3 or 4?
3. Yeah.
Three countries, yeah. Well, the U.S.
Yeah, okay, so 4.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll count it.
We've been here.
And you traveled there.
And we traveled there.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah. But Canada, we went twice.
Okay.
Does that count?
No. Canada isn't really another country either.
Okay, you're right.
They're barely a country as it is.
Okay.
What do they have? Maple syrup and
Prime
hockey?
Minister, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hockey, yeah. And beautiful stuff.
It's okay.
You go to Canada on your tour?
I've never been to Canada. No. I'd probably. We go up as far as Glacier National Park, which is pretty close to Canada.
Yeah, and that's what Canada looks like.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. So
some more poutine, I imagine. Their heads don't close when they talk. I've seen it on South Park where their heads are different.
And so they don't.
They call everyone guy.
The guy and
buddy
and a boat.
A boat.
They say a lot. There's actually a couple Canadians staying at my house right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's called High on Life guys, and they're traveling the country just like we did.
Oh.
So if you see an RV that says High on Life driving through Provo,
do they sell what are they?
They're just a bunch of bros that go around.
Do they make movies or videos?
They make videos, yeah. YouTube videos, High on Life, yeah.
High on Life.
Yeah, they're really cool guys. So we did a bunch of weird stuff with them yesterday.
Oh.
So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I went on a date with a Canadian once.
Really? And she had the half head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. She kept calling me guy and buddy.
Yeah.
And
I don't like when girls call you, bro. They call you bro.
What about dude?
I don't like when the girls call you dude. It's not.
It's bad, but I always end up calling them dude because I say dude so much.
Yeah.
So
you rough. Call a girl dude. That's okay.
Well, I call them dude, but I know that they might not like it either.
Yeah.
It's like, what else am I supposed to call you? By your name?
I feel like if a girl calls you dude, they don't like you.
That could be it. Actually, you know what? I wish I knew women I could ask these questions to. Mm-hmm. But then would they?
Not a woman.
I know, but would they even be honest? That's the other part.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I bet they'd say? They'd say it depends. Because if you ever ask a woman a question, you're like, hey, what is... Like, if a guy does this, what do you think? And they go, well, it depends.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that what they always say? Well, it depends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, because... Well, I have a friend that I know won't lie. Hey, Victoria, I'm going to ask her. Like, she's been with her husband for, golly, they started dating when they were 14 or 15.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her, like, did she call him dude? Because she calls him dude now, I think. She calls me dude, but I'm her friend. I'm not married to her.
You should probably ask her, because that's a good question.
I should.
Yeah.
You know what else I want to do on the show? I want to do some, like, in-depth social experiments,
Like go out and ask people? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Like figure out what's going on with people around
do
here.
Interviews.
Yeah, because there's a lot of weird stuff, like we talked about before the show. Mm-hmm. Provo is an interesting, it has a very interesting culture,
Yeah.
And I remember when I lived up in Logan going to Utah State, I'd hear friends talk about, oh, it's such a weird place. Like there's the Provo bubble. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And you come down here and you go, oh,
I'm in it.
Yeah, it's hard to describe.
I'm engulfed in the bubble right
now.
Yeah,
I am making the bubble bigger.
Yeah.
I am responsible. I'm the bubble boy. How do we get into this topic? Dudes and chicks.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got from there.
I don't know.
High on Life Bros.
High on Life Bros.
Canada.
Bros, yeah. And you
Canadian
said
girl.
Yeah.
And then
she called, yeah. So
yeah. So well, that's awesome. Would you have a website where if people wanted to check it out? You could.
Yeah, and that's weird. I could be selling my product right now. So it's torchpaddles.com.
Okay.
And you can buy.
We can buy Can they buy direct from you?
Yeah, they can buy direct.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would probably just, if you're from Utah, I'll just probably drop it off because I want to save money with shipping.
Oh, yeah. Like come and pick it up? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I would just drop it off.
Oh, drop it off your house. Yeah, you guys can meet Johnny. If you're a single lady.
Yeah.
He might take you out. Would you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he will.
It wouldn't be like a typical first date.
Yeah. Well, she'd have to pay for the torch paddle.
She'd have to pay for the torch paddle for me to take her out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
torch paddle for a date. I say that's a pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good exchange right there.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Can I have you do it?
Take you on a date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
We'll go to 7-Eleven and share a hot dog.
Or eat a dozen donuts.
Yeah.
Okay. And then pass out in the car.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. Congrats on your business. Thank you. And, that... So, before we get into the last thing I want to talk about, you said before, all that months of... a month solid straight of rejection, probably even more. Mm-hmm. How did you guys push through? I don't think there's any business that's ever not had, people say, your idea sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to buy this crap.
Yeah.
People tell me that all the time. They say, Andrew, your podcast is garbage, and I hate it. And I say, Mom, don't say that. That's really mean that you say that to me. I'm just kidding, Mom. Love ya. But what kept you guys, there are a lot of people out there who probably want to start businesses. When they face rejection, what kept you guys going, and what advice could you give to those people?
Yeah, and that's a good question. It's just about believing, and especially if you're selling a hard good or just selling like an app or something like that. It's about believing in your own product, kind of thing, and making people on your level, persuading people that you need something,
Yeah.
We got rejected first time, and continued through the whole month,
Yeah.
And we went to this OR show, thinking that this might be our last thing because we presented it in front of the industry. People know us, so it might be our last thing. Well, people actually saw us at the outdoor retail show and started making purchase orders and stuff like that. So we kind of got a little, got a little like.
A little happy.
And
little pick me up.
So and we were like, what, this might work. Mm-hmm. But through that rejection phase, traveling, driving and stuff, it was just about believing, this is going to be
having
good.
confidence
in your product that it's going to work, that it's a good and quality product, and that could be with anything that's with like a tech, like a computer app or something like that, a software, or like an actual hard good, and that's the advice I'd give them, is just believing and kind of pushing through rejection, because people are going to reject you. There's going to be haters everywhere,
right.
There's going to be people tearing apart your product and why it's not good, So we kind of got the inspiration of traveling like that through Nick Woodman, the CEO of GoPro. Mm-hmm. And he just basically bought a van, put all of his, cameras in it, and drove the 101, and sold out of his van.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? If we're going to do this, this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And we did it, and it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he obviously believed in the product, and obviously it revolutionized the camera world. But at the time, it sucked. The first GoPro sucked.
Yeah.
But he created demand for it, and that's what you need to do. It's just that $1 to $100, $1 million idea kind of thing. You know? And so that's what we kept on doing, is just believing in it and being confident. Yeah,
and I think not giving up, because I just think about, I listened to Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the road they didn't beg until they were on the road for 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
And, if you don't give up, you'll probably get better, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So. And so we know the industry, and people know us now. We're in, the one top percentile of companies that, if they type in paddles or something like that, Torch Paddles
comes up.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's getting up there, and
yeah,
I'm proud to say that we worked hard though, and that's the one thing. That's the other thing is work extremely hard.
Right.
Like that's. I mean, there's been countless nightless. What is it?
Sleepless nights.
Excuse me. I'm like, yeah, but sleepless nights. I mean, and that's one thing you have to do is just when you believe.
You gotta work.
You gotta work. You gotta work.
Yeah.
Work really hard.
That's what Americans do.
Yeah, I guess.
You're an American. You're not a commie.
I'm not a commie. I'm an American.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, congrats on that.
Thank you.
If you guys want to check him out, torchpaddles.com. Johnny's a solid dude, so I know if you guys do business with them, they'll treat you solidly. I'm not sure that makes any sense, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, Johnny, the show is probably running a little bit long. Let me see how many we got. Okay, almost an hour. But this last part I wanted to save for the end because Johnny has MD, muscular dystrophy, and Johnny does a lot of things that a lot of people with MD... Well, first off, Johnny, tell us what MD is, and...
Yeah. So MD is muscular dystrophy, and there's different types of MD. Mm-hmm. Mine affects like my face, and basically my whole body. Okay. And what it does is just eats the muscles, and it eats whatever muscles it wants, kind of thing. And there's a lot of atrophy in random spots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And fortunately, it hasn't attacked my face.
I was going to say your face looks. I mean, you seem pretty. You're very emotive.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
But it's attacked like a lot of like my leg muscles.
Yeah.
And my chest area,
mm-hmm.
My back a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's what it does. But there's a little different types of muscular dystrophy. Like Duchenne's is a popular one, and
I've heard of Duchenne's, but
it attacks like your organs.
Oh, so like your heart, lungs,
your heart, and so I don't think kids live past like 15 or something like that. Yeah. So that's a really sad one.
Yeah.
But I have like fiscal FSH.
Okay.
And it face and then hip and then the leg portion. Yeah, it's just one giant long word that I still don't know how to pronounce.
Well, you know what it is, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, I remember when I first heard you, when we moved in, you told me, but you're like one of the most active dudes I know.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Teddy Roosevelt. I'm saying it reminds me of a lot, but Teddy Roosevelt had asthma, but he was like, F asthma, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I'm going to ride a moose.
Yeah, and I'm going to go to Africa and kill everything, and I'm going to be a boxing champ, and he did all this stuff. So, you have MD, but it doesn't seem like you've let it stop you do anything you want to do.
Yeah. I played football in high school and stuff like that, and I didn't know I got diagnosed when I was 19.
Okay, so did you have it when you were little, or
apparently you're born with it.
Oh, that's what I thought too.
It's weird how that works.
But it didn't manifest itself until you were 19. I see.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't see atrophy until I was around 19.
Okay.
And it was weird because it's like the Lord closes doors for you, you know, and you have to find a way out of another door, you know, whether that's, if you're religious,
right,
or, if you're not. I am.
Yeah.
But he just opened different doors.
Yeah.
And I was depressed, because I lost all my athleticism.
Yeah.
I had a wrestling scholarship,
right?
That I lost, know, and I was going to wrestle in college and stuff like that, and
right.
And now I wasn't able to. So there was a dark place for me,
That would suck.
Yeah, and so, but I was just like, you know what, like it is what it is, kind of thing. You know? And you got to learn to live with it,
right?
And so. Like I said, the Lord opened different doors. Like, I'm still able to rock climb, which I love rock climbing. I'm going to go every day this summer, kind of thing. And,
nice.
My doctor told me that, I told him how this is ruining my athleticism and stuff like that. And he goes, you know what? Like the biggest muscle that you have is your brain. Mm-hmm. He goes, it's not affecting your brain, so use it.
Not a very good doctor.
He basically just
muscle's not a brain.
Yeah, I mean, well,
You should have slapped him and said, "The muscle's not a brain, doctor."
Yeah.
I mean, the brain's not a muscle.
You're dumb.
Yeah.
So he's like, it's not affecting your brain, and that's the most powerful thing you have.
Yeah.
Like muscles are so weak compared to that.
Right.
And so he basically just slapped me in the head and just said, "Get over it," kind of thing.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And
use your will to overcome that.
Yeah, exactly. And for the people that do have a disability or something like that, it's don't let it get it down. Don't let that affect you at all, because there's so many other things that you can live through, or
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes you did wrestling and football before.
Yeah.
And probably with your condition now, you probably really couldn't wrestle or play football, could you?
I couldn't. I can't run. I can't. Yeah.
So now you found something else to do.
Exactly.
And I think that's like another important thing is, like you said, the Lord will close a door, but they always say open a window.
Yeah.
And you liked being athletic, but so now you found another way to be athletic.
Yeah. And found a business.
Yeah.
To start a business and stuff. So
right.
I could be on disability, getting the government paying me and just
sweet.
Yeah. But I'm not.
Yeah, you're a highly productive dude.
Yeah. And I don't let it, and honestly, I think about it, but I don't think about it every day.
Yeah.
That's how it doesn't,
yeah.
And like if you saw me, I have no calves.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. There's atrophy in my arms, that are starting to show.
Yeah.
But thanks for letting me think about it. I appreciate it.
Well, I like to make people self-conscious of different kinds of things.
Yeah.
It's one thing I'm really good at. Like if I'm on a date with a girl, I'll point out all of her faults.
Yeah.
So that she becomes more attracted to me.
Exactly. It strengthens the relationship.
Yeah. Then I dentist her.
Yeah.
I make her. What's the D stand for? I demonstrate my value.
Demonstrate your value.
Yeah, we skip E, and then we go to nurture the independence,
Yeah.
But, yeah, I have a lot of friends and family members, other people that I know that... I know this girl, she's 12, 13, she just turned 13, and she's fighting brain cancer for the second time. I have other friends and acquaintances who have dealt... Paul, he had Crohn's disease.
Yeah. Which...
affects your life quite a bit too. It changes the way you have to really plan your days out. Things like that,
Yeah.
And even I think, with mental illness too, your story and your attitude can help a lot. Because like you said, you don't think about it. You don't focus on it. And a lot of people, they get just focus on what's wrong when you could just kind of maybe ignore it. Or not ignore it, but it's not that big of a deal as what everyone else thinks it is.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, everyone has problems.
Yeah.
Everyone has problems.
Like my face. It's a huge hindrance.
It's way... it's way too good looking.
Yeah. Girls are intimidated.
Exactly.
That's really what happens.
Yeah. You're way prettier than the girl.
Than the pictures show.
Yeah.
The camera doesn't capture it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even the camera doesn't capture it.
Yeah.
Everyone has problems, and I don't, it shouldn't detriment themselves, at all. And so, you could actually go out and make it better. Like you could start, a privately organization about,
charity or
something. A charity, something like that. Yeah. Which I could do.
Yeah.
But I'd like to, and that would make me want to think about it every day.
Right.
But I don't.
Well, there's enough charities that do that anyways, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You do your thing.
I do
donate to the charity if you feel like. But,
yeah.
I see all these charities or events or organizations where it's like, we're going to be nice for a day. And we're going to show everyone how nice we are. It's like, why don't you just do that every day and not talk about it? Why do we have to have an event to not be a dick?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. Is there really an event like that?
Well, I just saw Utah State is doing this thing where they're going to, it was like, write a nice note. It was like, be nice today. It's like, I do that every day. Well, I try.
Yeah.
And I don't talk about it.
Yeah.
But there's always, I call it, people call it slacktivism.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtags and other things like that where you think, because I hashtagged some stupid thing that I'm doing something. It's like, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing squat.
Yeah.
And I saw this thing with Utah State, and it was, be nice today. It's like, it's sad that we have to be reminded to be nice.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't have to be nice. Just don't be a jerk.
Exactly.
Just keep it at a 0. 10 is... No, keep it at a 5. 5 is neutral, 10 is nice, 0 is a jerk.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be nice. Just don't be a jerk. The absence of jerk is still good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, talking... I don't know. We got on that tangent because of charities, but I just think there's a lot of charities out there that need to disappear.
Yeah.
I think they need to reevaluate
what they're really
what they're doing. Yeah. Speaking of charities, I do want to mention Fabulous Team Avery. You can check them out on Facebook. Avery is that girl that's battling cancer the second time around. She is one tough gal. If you do want to donate, all the money does go directly to her care. They do have to travel a lot. She's going out to Memphis a couple times for treatment. So, go check that out. It's a great family. She's a great girl. If you want to donate to a worthy cause, go ahead and check that out. But, yeah, so what about, how was your family? I imagine your family was a big source of strengths and support.
Yeah. Yeah, my family, it would suck if they didn't support me in what I do or, and they were my crutch,
When you found out you had when you were diagnosed with MD, did they treat you a whole lot differently?
My parents?
And we have sisters too, right?
Yeah, my sisters. No, they didn't. I'm still the jerk to them, to this day. So no, they were like.
Did that help? I just kind of wondering, like, there are some instances where people do have disabilities that they do need to be treated differently, but because they. I don't think ignore is the right word, but because they didn't pay attention so much, Johnny is still Johnny, with or without his MD.
Yeah, it's weird.
Did that?
No. Yeah. I mean, I was still the same. They treated me the same.
Yeah.
It was weird because when they found out I had MD, they found out that my mom had it too. Because the female carries.
Oh,
it.
she carries it.
Yeah. So, my mom and she's the strongest woman I know.
Yeah.
She's just like me. She can barely walk now, kind of thing.
Really?
She's on. She's in braces and stuff like that, but she still goes to work every day.
Yeah.
She's a professor, so she just doesn't. And she has it like me. She's like, I don't. You know what? It affects the way that
you live around it. Maybe is the right word.
Yeah, live around it kind of thing. And she doesn't. There's no excuse kind of thing.
Yeah.
She could easily be on disability.
Yeah.
Easily, but she's not because she just doesn't. She just got a handicap sticker, parking thing.
Right.
She uses that. You know? So that's her thing.
Yeah.
Because she needs it.
Right.
But she's just a strong woman, and I anytime I feel down about it, I just look towards my mom, and I'm just like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. She just doesn't do anything. She
just lives the same life.
Lives the same life, and that's where that's where I value my life, kind of thing, through her. She's so strong.
I remember listening to Adam Carolla's show a while back, and he talked about growing up with his depressed parents, and his advice to depressed people was just get up and do something.
Yeah.
I feel like, I can't judge these people who I don't have anything like that, but your mom, like you said, easily could just sit in a chair all day.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be good. I mean, how could she feel good about herself if that's all she does?
Yeah. Exactly. So and my dad, is still supports me and my mom. And helps my mom do daily tasks and stuff. And both it probably brought them both stronger together.
I imagine.
And not because she has it, but just through I don't know what's the vow through sick and.
I don't know.
Through
the wedding vow?
Yeah,
through sickness and health.
Yeah,
I guess is that it?
Yeah, I mean,
I've never been married.
This. I don't. Yeah. So he really,
Yeah, well, he took it to heart. Yeah,
exactly.
Which is that's a man, right?
That there. Is, and him himself is strong too.
Yeah,
just as strong as my mom.
Yeah.
So they're happy together. Kind of thing. And so my dad is the ultimate supporter of muscular dystrophy, and he doesn't look at me like I have it. He's just like, you're an idiot for doing all these stupid things.
Right.
Don't let it. He doesn't say don't let it affect your MD kind of thing. He's just like, that was cool, but you're kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, if people watch those videos and look at you, there's no way they could ever think that.
Yeah, and I don't go around. Obviously, I'm announcing it now.
Right, but again, yeah, which is what I like. I don't like how you're, put yourself on a picture and go, look what you can do with MD.
Yeah.
Like you can do whatever you want with MD.
Yeah.
Except play football and wrestle.
And sit on your tippy toes.
Yeah, well, hey, what do you sit on your tippy toes for?
To look
get
taller?
A chair, yeah.
Get a chair.
My calves had hurt after all that.
Yeah.
I don't sit on my tippy toes either.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight to push up.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, and another thing that makes because my mind is sink or swim.
Yeah.
When I lived in Japan, a lot of people worried about their Japanese. And they're like, well, I mean, you speak it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone ends up speaking it because you sink or you swim. And you throw someone out there and they swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are a lot more capable than what they consider themselves to be.
Exactly.
Because, and again, this is especially prevalent in Provo, but this using everyone else as the yardstick to measure your life to,
Yeah.
Because these people did this, and because I can't or I don't, that means I'm not as good as them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that doesn't matter. Like, who cares?
It doesn't matter.
It's your life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like hiking. At all.
No, I don't. Hiking's retarded.
Hiking is retarded, isn't it?
Unless,
what a waste of time and energy.
Yeah, unless you're actually gonna do a canyon, hike to the canyon and rappel and stuff like that.
Yeah,
hiking is. I mean, like hiking to go see something. You know what I mean?
Like, someone take a picture and email it to me.
Yeah, honestly, all the stuff that I do.
Yeah,
hiking is not my favorite thing to do because I think it is a waste of time.
Right.
Unless you're hiking to go to like a rock climbing.
Unless there's like a Taco Bell that's only accessible by hiking, and then hiking would be worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But it makes me think of
the Y trail.
I've never done that and I never will.
The dumbest hike of all time.
Yeah.
It is.
I bet Timpanogos sucks too.
You know what? Probably.
I've done some hikes that people would love to go on through work.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's a huge waste of time.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah.
I'm wearing khakis. It's awful.
Hiking is not the fun.
But people tell me all the time, like, you're missing out. It's like, well, I'm not missing out because I don't like hiking.
Yeah.
What
are you missing out on?
Exactly.
Landscapes? Are you going to go paint?
Yeah. Or would you take a picture and never look at it again?
Yeah.
I got 1,000 pictures on my computer I never look at.
You're not going to remember this hike either.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to remember? All the complaining I did on the hike. And writing down in my journal. That's some good pod right there.
Or the sweat through my... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to eat so much Taco Bell after this hike.
Exactly. You know what? I'm going to reward myself now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by never hanging out with you people ever again for wasting my Saturday.
And gaining all the calories back through the Taco Bell.
Right, I burned 12,000 calories today. Yeah. All right, well, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I agree with
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. But, I don't know how we got on that tangent, but I think, what you were saying is... the life that you're living is what you want to do.
Yeah.
And you don't, even though it's a really good life, I know you and I can tell that you don't pretend you're some cool dude. You're Johnny.
Yeah.
And I think I like that. I think that more people need to be, I call it selfish righteousness. I mean, righteous selfishness. Mm-hmm. Where you just stop caring. You focus a little more on yourself and you stop caring what everyone else does. Become a lot happier.
Yeah, you really do.
You stop measuring yourself compared to other people, and you go, "This is my life. I'm gonna do whatever I want with it."
Yeah.
And if that includes making a podcast nobody listens to, and talking about how much you love Taco Bell, then hey, I'm happy.
You're happy.
So who cares?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like that.
Thank you.
How you point that out. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm very smart.
Because I was kind of looking for, how I was living my life, kind of, but it's the righteous selfishness.
Yeah. You just have to, if you just stop caring, stop caring what other people think is easier said than done.
Yeah.
Especially with people who have, I think that's a big problem with girls, by the way. I think a lot of them compare themselves to other women.
It's hard in Provo.
Yeah, especially in
Provo. Because there's so many selections. There's so many beautiful people here.
Yeah.
It's like you date a girl, I like that his middle toe is shorter than his big toe. I'm going to go to this guy.
Yeah, there's too many options.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And it's like, you all look the same.
They do, with the Mac,
You know what's great? Yeah, I saw this on Facebook. Dude, so first off, when I went to Japan, I remember the first time I got there, it was like, all you people look alike, obviously. And then after you live there for a while, you get to know the difference. And I dated a Korean girl for a while, and then I could tell the difference between Koreans and Japanese.
Yeah.
But I remember when I came to BYU, I saw like 4 dudes the first day I came here. They all looked the same. They were wearing the same clothes, same haircut or whatever. But how do we get on this? Oh yeah, there's too many options, you know.
Yeah.
But they all look the same.
They all look the same. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It is weird. Yeah, and the Macklemore haircut.
Yeah.
God, I want to just sock him in the face.
Or the top knot. Have you seen that? Like where they like it's like the short hair on the sides and like the longer hair, and they put it in a bun.
Oh, I saw that.
Well, there's a lot of guys that too, and it's just you know what, man? You don't look good.
You know what's? We used to make fun of these people.
Yeah.
People that wore the top button being done up.
You look like a cholo.
Yeah, well, they should do the top button up and let all the other ones
down.
That's what a cholo is.
That's how stupid.
Yeah.
Comparatively, like it's the same.
But I just want to go around and I want to we used to hit you people. Mm-hmm. We used to make fun of you.
Yeah.
And now you're popular.
It's
the world has turned upside down.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
Have you seen 21 Jump Street?
No. I saw 22 Jump Street.
Okay, you need to see the first one because when they first arrive at high school, obviously Channing Tatum's a popular one.
Right, obviously.
Back when he was in high school, and then Jonah Hill was the nerd. Well, when it's totally reversed.
Oh, really?
When they go back into high school.
Oh, that makes sense.
Channing Tatum's like, one strap.
Dude.
And he's like, and then he starts seeing all these like hippies, and Jonah Hill's the cool guy because he's double strapping it.
Yeah.
So he goes up.
What is double strapping?
It's when you put.
The normal way to hold a backpack.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Channing Tatum's the one strap because that's what we used to do in high school. One strap.
Yeah.
And now people are double strapping. They care about the environment.
By the way, isn't high school stupid?
Yeah, now it is.
That we care about. That was stupid that people cared about how you held your backpack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but that's what I was making fun of, this movie.
Yeah.
And so, now, the cool people are like, they love the environment. They love,
I hate the earth, and I can't wait to destroy another part of it when I go shooting. I cannot wait. God, it's just trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Nature just tries to kill us.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Or maybe we are trying to kill ourselves. I don't know.
Whatever.
That's another topic.
Yeah. We'll have you on the show next time to talk about how much we hate nature. But, thank you, Johnny, for coming in. It's been great having you. And
I hope I didn't stay here too long.
You didn't, but what are we at? Okay, we're fine. That's not too long. That's what she said. And so thank you guys for listening. If you want to check out Torch Paddles, check out torchpaddles.com. Johnny, check out Devin Supertramp. You can see him there. And he hangs around and does stuff, so you might see him. Actually, I don't think anyone who listens to this is even here. But, Johnny, share this on your Facebook page.
I will.
And tell all your cute single friends that are girls that he's nothing like how he sounds on the podcast. He's actually a decent person.
Yeah, a very nice
guy. Tell Lindsay that I said, hey.
I will.
And
I won't say it like that.
Don't,
I won't say like, hey, but I will say it like, hey, I got guns.
Yeah, say, hey, I know a guy who
has a lot of guns and that will take you shooting.
Yeah, and he'll teach you how to dance.
Yeah, and then you'll go to Taco Bell probably.
Yeah, if she likes Taco Bell, I'm over that like stink on a monkey, man. Yeah, that is
white on rice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like white on rice on a paper plate in a snowstorm.
Whoa.
Major pain right there.
You did. My mind is blown.
It should be.
I mean, I won't say like he wants to take you to a dark mine.
Don't say like, don't tell her who I am. Tell her who I am, but lie.
I'll say, what's your dream guy?
Exactly. And then you say, I found him.
No, he's a better...
No.
Better than you could possibly dream of a guy.
Right. But then you find out what her dream guy is, and then you text me and you say, this is what you need to become.
Okay.
Okay.
And what if it's a shaven face?
No, I will not.
Okay.
Well, I will...
for Lindsey Striling.
Would I shave my face for Lindsey Striling?
Yeah. That's another...
I'd have to meet her.
Okay.
It's not so much that I'm attached to my beard as much as
maybe that could be a poll. Maybe people vote on that.
We could.
Yeah.
I don't really care what they think, but...
okay, that's
true.
But
it's not so much that I'm attached to the beard so much as I'm attached to not changing.
I get it.
That's what I'm attached to.
Okay.
I'm like the North Star.
Yeah.
I don't change.
You don't change.
You look, there I am. Right there, baby. But, okay. So thank you again, Johnny, for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
We're gonna have you in a couple. I know you'll be a standard guest over here.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for listening, fellas and ladies, and all three of you. And we'll have another shot for you tomorrow, Friday. Have a wonderful day.